Evan Thompson. Welcome to the table. If you need to take 20 seconds, you take it and you start, Kavani. We got Mr. Mano in the house from Polar Magazine here. He's got some pictures and videos going on also.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure if it's just the local Wi-Fi being goofy, but it was working good. So we'll just let it keep going, and I'll get Jason back and let you guys let him know he's back with you guys.
Welcome back to the A-side. Philip and Kavani.
I'm guessing it's a different link now. Hey, can you guys tell us, is this a different link? I'm assuming it is, but not positive.
The cameras on the table here. We've got Utah Armwrestling. Welcome, David. Joe, you're going to come back up to the table with Evan. Joe, if you need to take 30 seconds, you do so. Welcome to the table. Class, you get there a couple matches away. Joseph and Evan Thompson. Joseph and Evan. Joseph is just up there. You've got 30 seconds.
Cool. Thanks, Will.
Alrighty, we'll try. Oh. Okie dokie. I hope we're back. Let's see. If we are back and you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up or a like or something like that. Anything. Alrighty. Again, right now, if you're just tuning in, we're still on the amateurs. We're going to go for, Tim said basically we're going to go through amateur, right through to the women's open class, and then we got a nice match here on table number 1. They hear me. Switch stick. Show that he can get his big head out of the way. We're going to be saying that all day, man. Oh, Ali, you're there. Sweet, you hear me. Sweet. All right. It's my friend Ali. He's all the way from Canada. He's on his way over here. He's going to be pulling the men's 198 professional class, or open class, so we'll see him too. Again, Paul Stevens, Will Klingham, Cali Boys in the house. What's up, gentlemen? How are you doing? Like I said, I have the luxury of having the cam. So I didn't have any pre-training for this. I have a nice little stream deck in front of me with all kind of different camera things. I'm going to try to use them and make sure I'm going to try to use them to the best of my ability so you can see me, see the matches. I don't know. Let's try, let's see, host cam. Let's see, both tables. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. What happens if I do that? Oh, there you go. You can see me. I don't know where. Oh, there I'm at. I think you can see me, right? And oh, there now you can see me. All right.
That should be live.
Okay, so we got table 2 right now. Again, I apologize. I'm not up to speed yet. Wow, what a nice pin there. Okay, let's see. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I am just fixing my stuff. Alrighty. Let's see here. I'm going to shut these off. You don't need to see me, do you? Poseo TV in the house. What's up, man? Hope you guys can hear me down there in Puerto Rico. I think my buddy Arturo is down there right now with you guys, so give him a big hug and a kiss for me. And tell him I said hi, all the best, we love him. It is loud in here, guys. That's all I know. It is very loud in here. But it's a good atmosphere. big turnout today, nice turnout. So excited to get today going and see what happens.
Bryant, you have a bye, so you're going to be on deck.
And there's the video guy who set this all up. Aaron, what's your last name?
Castillo.
Aaron Castillo. So if you need video in your, I don't know, you travel and what do you $5,000 a day? $5,000? What do you charge to do this? You can negotiate prices with him when you see him in TV, so in person. Only see table 2 or am I lagging? It should both be up right now. We had no match on table 1. We got a guy dressed up like a. I can't tell if I think it's a WWE wrestler or like an 80s rock guy, but I hope he wins. Oh, he didn't. He lost. Oh, well.
These boys came to bowl today. Who's my winner?
Again, hey, Will, if you're there, I see you're one of the dudes I know. If you hear me and the audio's good and everything like that, let me know. Give me a thumbs up or give me criticism. So I need to know if I need to turn the volume up, turn the volume down, that kind of thing. So also, what I'm going to be able to do, I do have a second mic here. And what I'm going to be able to do is call people up, interview people, probably save that for some of the bigger matches, or if I just see someone here that looks cool, I might interview him. So I got a good buddy of mine sitting right behind me, Ben Bledsoe, so I might bring him up and talk to him. So to me, it's perfect. Thank you. That sounds perfect. That's what we want to hear. Again, one of the things we like is good reffing. At any arm wrestling tournament, pace, blasting through the categories, all that kind of stuff. Everyone talks about how sometimes arm wrestling tournaments is one of the worst things about arm wrestling is tournaments and long waits and stuff. But at Arm Sports Entertainment, their goal is to literally do that, entertain you, put on a fun show, get some great competition, and make sure everyone is having a great time. And it's an enjoyable viewing experience, which that's the goal right there. That's the goal. Can I bring Ben over? Is that cool? Yeah. Ben. So I am going to turn on mic number 2, and look, this is how classy we are here. That's it. You're not going to hear yourself, but I promise I can hear you. Just talk.
How's it going, brother? How are you?
Oh, you sound really, really good. So there we are. There's the two of us right there.
Nice.
The camera is enhanced. It's enhanced to sexiness. So
it is, and I wish you guys would have gave me a phone book, so my lollipop yield ass could have at least been.
They have boost. This is a bar. They probably have booster chairs, like the booster
seats. Got to be 21 or older to ride this. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm on a booster seat right now. I may have taken the last one.
I'm just gonna have to take this out of my sock and sit on it.
There we go. I did the same thing earlier. Anyway, I got Ben Bledsoe. If you don't know Ben, he is an arm wrestler. He is also the counterpart. What do you call it? I don't even know nowadays.
Counterpart
to the famous Lee Aaron Wilson, who is arguably the number one female under 154 pounds here in the USA. She's going to have a match today against someone I kind of like, my wife, Lee Aaron. Not my wife, Lee Aaron. My wife, Sarah. And that's
high hoping there, Sarah. High hoping.
Yeah, that's how
you got to be this tall to get on that ride.
Okay,
Sarah.
shit. I don't know. I may have exceeded the limit.
But yeah, she 2-time world champ, undefeated. So and now people just call me the riser guy. They call me the riser bitch.
I'm going to be on a riser today too, so don't let that intimidate you.
I'm the one that's getting it for her. Well, we made an agreement. I'll get my own. She gets her own.
See, Sarah gets my riser.
I will get your riser too.
Oh shit.
For right hand.
Okay. Oh, okay. For right hand, I appreciate it.
I don't want to make it weird yet.
Yeah, not yet. So Ben, you are competing today. You're pulling only left hand, 198, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So tune in later on, ladies and gentlemen. But I brought Ben up here because we want to see how long we can go without getting the YouTube feed shut down because of racism and slurs. No, I'm kidding. But not really. No. So Ben's a fun guy. We always have fun conversations. So I brought him up here too while I'm sitting here. And again, hey, if Paul Stevens says, hey Ben, so you can read the chats right there. So yeah, we are. I'm showing Ben how fancy we are here at Arm Sports Entertainment. We got lighting. Look, there we're right there. There we are. So that's our camera. Obviously, table 1 and 2, and then we have the. We both actually can read the live chats and stuff. So
it's a little better than the typewriter I'm used to.
Yeah. No, we have. We see where we're at. Ben, where Ben's from, he doesn't even have electricity or hot running water yet.
No, we just rub our butt cheeks together until either we pass out or get a warmer.
Okay, so that's strike number 1. You're right. Yeah. You're already at strike 1. We got 2 more before we're kicked off. So I think you can say butt cheeks, actually.
I think we'll get away with it. If not, we'll find out really quick.
You can definitely say butt cheeks. The problem is with this is what I think is going to happen is people are going to love our commentating together so much. We're like arm wrestling's Beavis and Butthead.
I like it.
And I don't know if Tim has enough budget to fly us around to every event, but I think he's going to have to.
He's going to learn today. I think he'll learn today.
He's going to learn today. Yeah.
We're going in dry.
So I saw you got I just warmed up with him, and I hope I didn't hurt him because I'm very strong right now. But Eli Sendal, is how you say his last name?
Eli Sadiev.
Sadiev, yes. Okay. Eli is here. He would be the guy to beat in your class left-handed?
Oh, yeah, tenfold.
That's the guy, right?
He's definitely going to be the mountain everybody's going to try to climb.
Yep.
For sure, he's well known in the area, and I normally pull 65, 76, but due to injuries and being a fat kid,
I was going to say, being a fatness.
I'm definitely going to be pulling some beast today. So
yeah, you got your work cut out. You're going to I may bring you 2 risers. You need a couple.
Please.
I may bring you a couple
maybe
risers.
A chair.
Yeah, like a height, really tall, like a ladder maybe. I don't know.
I'm just going to stand on the table.
So again, if you want to send in super chats to help get Ben taller, we'll make sure Tim Talmadge gets him the money. But yeah. So what about wait? You coming to San Diego? I probably not because we are here and just taking off time to work, and I'm hoping I can qualify for here, and then I don't have to go to San Diego. But if I do go, it may be just to support Tom and Brian LaFerriere, some of the other guys that are going to be there. So, but that's he's conquered the Patty Pool at the 18th at San Diego at Grinder Gym. Who else? So who do you think you like? Eli in '98. Obviously, you're going to say me at '76. I don't even know who's here in '76.
I think you'll probably be that hill to climb in the '76.
I don't know. I don't know who else is here. With all due respect, I actually
until
don't know.
they spit out names, until they start going through the list. If I don't recognize a name, then you've got this.
I don't know. I'm hoping so. I feel pretty good. Like I said, warm up with Eli. I heard him a bit. I heard things cracking, and he cried. He was crying a little bit. I never heard a
right or left.
Left.
Thank you.
Yeah, he said, yeah, I know. I said,
you guys didn't see me pay him to do that.
Yeah, there we go.
He Nancy Kerrigan for him. For me. He did.
Pretty good. What? Anybody else like who in the bigger classes that you're like, dude? Do you have any matches that anybody you've seen so far? You've been here longer than I did. I showed up late.
Because a lot of people that weighed in, a lot of guys who are actually talented at this sport, they kind of stay in the back, get warmed up, do their thing until that list comes out. We're not going to know who's up. It's always the newer up-and-comers that crowd around and try to see who's doing what, but the people you're chasing are the ones in the back minding their business.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything else. When you're the new kid in school, sometimes it's almost like the opposite. You stay in the back. Until you first day like in a martial art class, you stay in the back and then, you kind of see where you fit in and that kind of thing. And, with arm wrestling, you have 1 or 2 options. You have those people or the people are like, oh, dude, they've never been to a real tournament and they think they're good. They're beating their grandma back in their garage and they're like, I'm going to come here and smash everybody. And they're amped up and, so yeah.
One thing I do recommend is, and actually some of these amateur pullers, we watched a couple of these guys at Washington State, and they did pretty good. And some of these guys are having battles with some people I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So I hope these guys decide to jump up and try that pro class.
Yeah, what's interesting now, and you've been in the sport for a minute. I started back in 2001. Granted, I was out of the sport for 17 years, but I remember going and watching the amateur classes, and it was a very stark difference. Like you knew, you didn't even have to hear. You could walk into a tournament and see, oh, those are amateurs, just because of the way they're set up and everything like that. But now because of social media, YouTube's people like Devin putting on seminars and Larry Wheels, the people are showing up to a tournament and they know how to arm wrestle.
Well, and
they look nice.
That's
I'm gonna grab some water.
Thing.
1 second. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's an amazing thing with social media now because I've been doing this 15 plus years, and you couldn't Google how to arm wrestle.
Yeah.
You had to get a book, or you watch movies, or you went to tournaments, and all you did when you got your butt kicked is you went and talked to somebody better than you, and you learned.
Yeah. Like I said, I remember back in 2001, the only thing we had was Ask John Brzezinski on AOL.
Yeah.
And And you had to go to a tournament and you had to, or a practice and figure out how to top roll, or this is what the thing is, everything.
So everybody wanted to go in, hook pull and be strong, and show off how strong they were. And that turn, I always tell people, if you want to get in this sport, you want to get good, learn how to top roll, and then build your hook.
Yep. And that's, it's interesting. That's almost exactly what happened to me right-handed. When I got back into the sport in Singapore about 3-4 months in, I was always a top roller. I had an injury where I could not do any back pressure, like zero. And of course, I'm always I didn't want to get off the table, so I kept training, and I was like, if a hook didn't hurt me. But it actually made my hook super good. So then by the time I got back to my top roll and everything healed up, now I had two options as opposed to being a one-trick pony. So
you want more tools in that toolbox.
Of course.
And that my whole career starting out, I pretty much started 176 class and was a gym rat. And a couple of people are like, "Hey, you want to try arm wrestling?" And I thought that I was like, "Well, I'm strong. I can throw some stuff around." And knowing what I know now, kind of an idiot. Should have took some more time and learned how to top roll. But I hook pull 7 years, and it got me pretty far. But once you get to that elite level, if you don't know how to top roll, you don't know how to press, you don't know how to
transitions are key.
Defensive, offensive. And
real quick, Will Killingham asks, is Gage Jordan here? I heard Gage was going to be here. Will, just to give you full disclosure, I walked in, I didn't even realize I was still doing this. Tim mentioned this to me like way back. He was like, "Hey man, you wanted to come out here and do the thing for it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." And I've seen Tim multiple times this weekend. We've had dinner together, and he never said anything to me. So, and then they're like, "Oh, your chair's here," and I didn't realize that I was still doing this. So, I'm one of those people that I never believe anything until it's actually happening. So,
until it's in your mouth, it's not true.
Exactly. That's strike 2. There we go. Just keep his running total on red flags for Ben. He's got one more, and then we'll kick him out of here. So, but you're doing good so far.
So, we'll tune you guys in once they start naming off the pro class.
Pro class, yeah.
We'll be able to give you a little more.
Again, if you haven't hit that like button, guys, hit that like button. That's the biggest thing. Subscribe to Arm Sports Entertainment if you have not already, and support us, support the cause, support everything that's going on. We're happy to be here. How long was the trek for you? The trip?
So 3.5 hour drive from my town to Albuquerque, and then a 3-hour flight here.
Okay.
So it'll be 6 hours, 7 hours of driving, and about 6 hours of flying total.
Wow, that's a lot of travel. Yeah, we got to the airport and unfortunately had to wait 6 more hours for our flight. We got a real match here, actually. Let's just go over to the action on the table again. Table number 1. Unfortunately, I don't know these gentlemen's names. I haven't been privileged to but if you can hear the crowd behind us, people are doing really, really good.
Oh, nice.
We got Jake Ward, the Aussie arm wrestler, in the house. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Again, awesome job. Jake did an awesome job at the King of the Table. This, small event, King of the Table, nothing big like this. But, again, nice to have you here, Jake. Thanks for stopping by, my friend.
And that's a perfect example of people learning and knowing more in an amateur class than I ever did.
Absolutely.
Because I would have stayed in that hook and fought it out until my arm was numb.
Yep.
And he was smart enough to get over his arm, transition. A little closer?
Yeah, there you go.
Transition to that press.
Not that close. Yeah. No, and exactly. And that's what Ben and I are saying. It's pretty crazy that you have like I said, it's hard to tell right now what if you're an amateur or pro class anymore. Because before, you used to see amateurs, it was usually like a flash pin every time.
Yep.
It was like, because one guy just clearly was
one-sided.
One-sided, it was stronger, you win, and that was it, and then it's over. Or every once in a while you have two guys that kind of don't know what they're doing, and they're pulling ugly as crap.
Yeah, stuck in the middle. Go straight down.
Yes, ugly as crap, or straight down, straight sideways, and
butt out.
Yes.
Everything on the table, and it's just arm to arm. And I feel like nowadays there's a lot less injuries due to what's out there.
Well, again,
I see a lot less arm breaks, a lot less pulled biceps.
Yeah. Except in the pro classes now. That's where you see it. In the highest level now we see it.
Unfortunately, you do see a lot more injuries now.
But Rustin Babayev, cough.
He lost.
Yeah. No problem, Jake. Good to have you here, brother. Like I said, I can't wait because my buddy here, our both better halves are going to be going against each other relatively soon in the women's 154 class. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it could have been that they're the only 2 females that have signed up for that class.
So they're the only 2 that signed up in the 154, but they both decided to jump up and pull the 155 plus.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be fun because that's Sarah's first time pulling up on purpose.
Well, I think like I always tell the Aaron, it's like you can pull the same people over and over and you'll never get better.
Yeah.
When you start getting up, you got a game plan against a bigger hand. You got a game plan against a taller lever. You got a game plan against a bigger person trying to hurt you.
Well, speaking of big ladies, we got Nancy Nation. She's one of the biggest they come as far as she is a large lady, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I'm just saying she's big. She's big. She's strong. I wish I was tall as Nancy.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like I could be in one of those baby carriages, and she could just kind of carry me around.
And that's strike 3. All right, Ben Bledsoe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kidding. No, that was you actually lost a strike for that one. You showed humility. You're down to 1. Yeah, you're down to 1.
But I was really hoping she was going to pull today.
She's not pulling.
I don't
know.
think
I have
she
not.
signed
I have.
up.
Okay.
I did see Shauna's here.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if she's pulling.
Got you.
Like you, I was focused on not listening to who was.
That's exactly what I'm
bigger
doing.
class,
yeah.
so.
Which makes sense as the guys on the mic.
I mean, I don't know how many's in my class, and you don't know who's in your class.
I have no idea. No, I know Eli and Ollie are in your class, but that's it. And I know Joe Cagle and his buddy, just because I ran into him this morning, are not my class, but that's about it. I don't know who.
Jake Houston?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Jake Houston will probably be pulling in your class as well.
I think that's who Eli said. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. Yeah.
Strong kid. He's a little lighter. He pulls 65s.
Yeah.
But strong guy. I've met him at Indiana at Nationals, and I can tell you he's a strong kid. He's come leaps and bounds since I pulled him.
Okay. Awesome.
It'll be. I think it'll be a good show on where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's all, at the end of the day, I talk a lot of crap,
He did beat Todd Hutchins in the overalls. So I don't know if you.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes, he did. Yep.
What hand? Right hand or left?
Right-handed.
Wow! What the hell?
So he's.
Okay, now I just pooped my pants a little bit. I got to strike. I'm gonna strike myself. Yeah, no, I am.
That's why I wear a diaper.
Okay, that makes. I'm gonna start doing the next tournament. I should have done that. Yeah, so I mean, for me, I talk crap and everything like that. But again, I'm always just here to test myself, see where I'm at. To me, like if things don't go as planned here, I got things like pulling masters. I mean, I'm 47, so I can pull masters if I want, and I don't have to cut as much weight, and that my opponents have a much higher chance of dying. It gives every advantage I have.
It's like you sign up for your weight class and then you fill out your will and testament.
Yeah, it's a masters. Yeah, that's one of the keys for that.
I'll be 40 in 2 years.
I'm sorry, brother?
Those guys are big.
Oh, if you want to, I mean.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to pulling Masters. Team USA, for some reason, always at WAF at the Masters class, always seem to do good. Masters, Grandmasters.
Yeah, that's what I was going to, because in the way it's like, dude, I don't have to do anything. I could just show up, and I could show up Sunday morning and weigh in.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is awesome.
And that's a good thing about, and you have options. If you don't do good in the open, because you just was asleep, and then you enter Masters, you have that.
Sure,
and a lot of they've switched it now. We used to run Masters, then the senior, and now they're doing it where if you want to qualify in seniors, then you can pull Masters if you feel it.
Right, absolutely. Aussie Armwrestler, thanks for that. He said, nice, clean stream. I mean, I hope it looks anything like what it looks like to us, because we got multiple cameras. We got like I said, the commentary cam. That's for the ladies and some of the guys, if you want to watch Ben and I. In a minute, once I get more warm, I'm going to take my shirt off, and that's where the super chats will probably start pouring in.
I believe it.
The money.
I thought I'd be a little higher because I'm not wearing pants.
Okay, that would have got us a lot more money, you may have actually got 2 strikes just from there, so I think you're on 6. Screw it, we'll just keep going.
It's a little musky down there. I mean, so far, everything is running really smooth. Everybody's lining up. It's bullpen style. They're running through these brackets.
We're already on right hand. A right-handed match. Right, right-hand match is already up. Yeah.
We got a lot of power on the table.
Yeah, you got 2 big boys here.
And this is a perfect example. You get 2 of these beasts, power to power, arm to arm. As an amateur, it's usually the technical person that'll win this match.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Good battle.
Yep. Again, I always, for me, my biggest thing is I always say a prayer, man. I want everyone to be safe. No injuries. Everyone to be safe. Everyone have a good time. Good camaraderie, a fun event. That's all. To me, that's a win.
That's what makes our sport great. Is this family you have that come here. All wakes life. Vegas, Colorado.
Sure.
I mean Utah, and you come here and when you're on the table, you want to hit your opponent. But
sure.
When you're done, you guys get a drink
and it's fun. It's always
and then
fun.
You learn.
Yeah, and again, a lot of times, too, like I feel like I've leveled up more from after pulling at events than any other thing, any other practice,
100%.
any other tournament, after pulling,
Yep.
and when everyone's in that zone is to me the thing to do,
And I strongly agree. I feel like a big tournament, your after pulling is where you learn the most.
Absolutely.
I also feel like if you're beat up from a tournament, you learn how to be more technical in the after pulling.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
So you're able to work angles, work technique, and then you can pick these people's brains.
Yep.
Like Eli.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
Jody and all these guys that are super smart. You can get on the table with them. And I've been in it for 15 years, and I'm still discovering angles. I'm still discovering tricks.
It's like, in jiu-jitsu, a friend of mine just got his black belt, and everyone's like, oh my God, congratulations. He's like, all I know is I know what I need to know, but I'm just starting the journey now. And that's what people don't understand. Like, you're like, oh, it's a black belt, you've learned everything. No, I just know what I need to know, and now the journey's just going to get different from here.
A black belt just means your flow rolling is less beat up. You don't get beat up when you're flow rolling. That's it. And when you get a black belt in jiu-jitsu, if you're at the top of the list in arm wrestling, all that does is put a target on you.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to tap that black belt.
Of course.
Wants to beat that guy at the top.
Yeah, of course.
So if you get complacent at that top, you're going to get knocked out of that top spot really
100%.
quick.
Yep, 100%. And I mean, you see that all the time. There's the famous Marvin Hagler quote. The famous boxer Marvin Hagler. It's hard to get up and jog in the morning when you're sleeping in silk sheets.
Oh, 100%.
And what I said this on our podcast the other day on our show, Your Morning BJ. I was like, man, could you imagine how Levon feels going to the gym I bet he has a motivation that he hasn't felt in a long time, man.
100%. I mean, they say it's easier to win a belt than it is to defend it.
Absolutely.
Because you don't have that drive. You don't have that hunger. Same with arm wrestling. Like Levon and like all these guys that are at the top of their classes. And a lot of them are so dominant. And another thing you see with a lot of these guys is they'll get the arm, they'll get the stance right, but they still got that elbow on the table with that pain.
Yep.
A lot of amateurs like to pull and a hook, and that just gets in the way.
And what Ben's referring to is the opposite side elbow. So if you're right-handed, your left elbow resting on the pad. If you're new to the sport, it's something that almost feels comfortable, but it's the thing that you're literally not allowing yourself to complete the pinning motion.
It's a crutch.
So you're not allowing your body to go through the entire motion. And to me, I always tell people that I think of arm wrestling as my hand is connected to my hip. It's not that my hand is going down, it's my hip is going up or forward depending on my style. And because if you notice, the higher level guys or the guys that win a match as won, it's because of their hip. Their hip is hinging correctly. And again, with all the leverage, it's a very leverage-based sport that, again, if you can be strong, you can be very strong. Because obviously there's gym guys that can definitely outlift most arm wrestlers, but they don't understand how to apply the strength because of the leverage, or misunderstanding or lack understanding of how to properly put leverage on a table as opposed to where you think it should be.
Exactly. If you grab somebody's head and twist it, the body will follow. Same with the hand. You control the hand, you can control the match.
That's correct.
And if your elbow's in the way, you run out of real estate way sooner than you can before that pin.
Exactly.
And that, I feel like a lot of injuries start there.
Yep.
Because they get to a situation
and all of a sudden they've gone against their own better judgment
and they're just trying to get that rotation because they're that close.
Yep, or they're that close to being pinned, and they start instead of coming toward their hand to actually protect their bicep, they start pulling away, and that's when we get those bicep tears.
They want to play a tug of war,
and
they want to try to pull you away from it, and
I think
it's a lot of
injuries. Too late, and it's too late at that point, And again,
when you have that much force going opposite directions. Great match. Great match.
Yeah, nice.
Another thing you see a lot of these newer pullers do is they utilize that pad.
Yeah.
That's one thing I never got used to in my earlier careers.
You're where that elbow started, that's where it
my
stayed.
Elbow, once I dug into that pad, I didn't know you could move.
And that's the thing, even like, we have a lot in Vegas, we'll have a lot of people. I don't know how it is for you guys, because I would imagine you don't have as much foot traffic where you're at as we do. So we get a lot of times that, we'll get that guy that comes here, oh, dude, I've been blah, 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 watching and this and that, and I'm invested. They show up to one practice, they get beat by my wife, and then we never see him again, But it's like, even when in the learning process, it's like you can tell that it's like a mental barrier, like a mental thing that it's just like, what do you mean I can move my elbow? It's because they've done that school barroom arm wrestling for so long, and they think it's just this.
And you'll hear it all the time. Yep. Like, that's not arm wrestling.
Yeah.
You guys got to use your arm. See that's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Not good.
I'm glad he was able to get his hand back in his shoulder. That got ugly for a second.
Those are the matches that look a little bit ugly.
But no, I agree. Everybody wants to do that elbow planted and just use your arm and.
Yeah. Well, it's like my buddy Etienne Waite, the arm wrestling whisperer. He's a good guy and everything like that. But you watched his comments, and it's like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that, and it's literally just hundreds of comments from people that have never done our sport or anything like that. And it's just like. It's the same guys that are like watching UFC, eating a bag of Doritos, going, oh, I would never tap. Yeah, exactly.
I would have kicked him in the face.
Yeah, it's that easy, and you should have,
It is.
Thank God he stayed at home with those Doritos, so.
His cholesterol is higher than his IQ at this point, and he's not getting off that couch. A lot of videos I posted of Le'Aaron, world champion.
Yep.
Right now, she's the baddest woman at 138, and I get the same comments. You can't use your body. That's not arm wrestling. And she competes with
those are just for me, though. I'm just being a dick bag.
She's taken top 3 in the last 3 events in the men's class.
Yeah. And again, like I'm one of those people. Again, I am always honest. If you talk to me, I'm going to tell you I'll tell you as my truth as best as I can. And like Le'Aaron is my Sarah's like kind of Mount Everest. And granted, they're friends. They're cool. Just like you and I. I'm your buddy. Hey, I want to smack you left-handed.
The second I get on that table with you, I just want to make you lose as fast as humanly possible.
And I totally.
And then I'll buy you a drink.
Okay. So, but it's like with Sarah and Le'Aaron, of course, I still would. If people ask me, I would still favor Le'Aaron. Until I see, just like any match, until I see, and it's not just because I'm trying to kiss her butt or your butt. I would kiss your butt, but it's until, thank you. I think we both got a strike there. I think it's one of those things where until I see the data, like Levon, I'm not betting against Levon. I don't care who the hell it's against. Until I see that dude's arm go down, I'm not betting against him. So with Sarah and Le'Aaron, I'm not going to bet against the girl who hard to get back